Tom, what's going on? Chat, I hope you're ready for this. It's been a day because I, fell asleep early yesterday, but we're back. The 2028-2029 season for your Nashville Predators. Now, I do need to double check that everything is good to go, just because it's been, see, I didn't do the scouts yet. I was going to say, because it's been a day, there was a chance that I didn't have everything fully set up, but it gives everyone a chance to get refamiliarized with the madness that is occurring. So, yeah. Lost the couch. I did lose to the couch last night. I woke up on like 4 hours of sleep. Went to the big city of Bangor, Maine. Bought a new pair of shoes. Fiance and I bought our wedding rings. And then I watched the Barbie movie, and it was great. Not even being sarcastic. It was great. And then I got home and passed the hell out. So, apologies for not streaming yesterday, but that is how it went. Bouncing now. We are basic bitches. And went with pretty basic rings, which I'm happy about. Alright, we needed a US West. Oh, dude, Barbie was great. I recommend it, man. It's Drew at the movie self-aware. The fuck does that mean? I mean, it's not afraid to make fun of itself, if that's what that would be referring to. Did I dress up? I did not. Yeah, that's our coaching staff, though. Head coach Alex Ovechkin, reigning coach of the year. Rating Jack Adams winner. All right, I think we were okay. Something someone asked. I don't get it either. I mean, again, it's the idea, like that film. I'm not going to get into it. Like, people, should go watch it. Honestly, it's a really good movie. It's like you hear a Barbie movie and you think it's like, it's going to be for 6-year-olds, but it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Speaking of pretty good, this team, for the moment, until chat decides to ruin it, although my plea tonight is hopefully chat waits a little bit to get our hopes up. Like, instead of immediately fucking the team, wait until like halfway through when it looks like we're going to be good and then fucking ruin it, you miserable pricks. Anyway, this is our team. Brady Tkachuk is here, and for a pretty damn good contract as well. He does not have a no movement clause, so he is getting paid a lot, but he doesn't have a no movement clause, so it's Brady Tkachuk's first season here. He is with Macklin, who gets one more goddamn chance, and Victor Arvidsson, who is back. Be his second season here. He was our leading scorer last year, if I'm not mistaken. He was really, really good. Second line is Andrei Svechnikov, which is also stupid. 1-year deal, could be traded at the deadline if need be. With Braden Point, who we acquired at the deadline last year, and Johnny Gaudreau, who we acquired at the drafts, was 1 year, just under $10 million on his contract at 35 years old. Third line is Kalen Lind with Callum Ritchie and Matthew Wood, and a fourth line of Oscar Sundqvist, Nolan Burke, and Marcel. Defensively, Shane Gostisbehere and Aaron Ekblad. Nikita Zadorov is with Dougie Hamilton. And Henry Brustewicz is with Damian Rawlings. The goaltender, UC Saros, with Gabriel Daig. And Gage Alexander's a scratch. We do have to call up a forward and a defenseman really quickly. If Matt can't succeed next to Tkachuk and Arvidsson, we have a problem. If he can't succeed next to Tkachuk and Arvidsson, he's getting traded. Let's go with Carson Soucy and Jonathan Drouin as our healthy scratches at the NHL level. All this roster turnover and ghost is still there. He needs to be. And then AHL wise, Aronson's not ours, but Zaitsev is. Safronov's not that good yet, but he's going to be. We don't have to worry about any of these guys, really, but we can take out Fairbrother for Luke Prokop. And then Emil Vinny and Alex Thorne, who is not that good. Yeah, so left D right now could be a bit of a weak spot. That would be the obvious spot to improve if it turns out we're looking okay. Given the fact that Zadorov was just kind of a filler option. Just making sure none of these guys are ours. I know that Subban is. Yeah, let's get Subban in there. Who do we want to put him in there for? Honestly, Antonio Stranges, I'm sorry. Great skater, but let's get our boy Subban in there. So that is the team. The goal is yet to be decided, but I mean the goal is also pretty damn simple, and that is make it to the playoffs. I know chat has been leaving options in chat as of late. So we are going to take a look at what has been put there since the last time that I looked. So yesterday, win the Rocket Richard Trophy is the goal. I don't think we have someone that can legitimately win that trophy. You think about how many goals Connor Bedard's scoring. We don't have someone who can legitimately win that, so I'm going to have to veto that one. Make 3 or fewer trades throughout the whole season. Reward is free reign at the draft. Infinite trade up. Nah, I don't like it. Make it out of the first round. Best playoff performer without a goal gets one, but failure means you go full Leafs Twitter and scapegoat the worst performing player. Ooh, I like that from AJ. I like that. Make it out of the first round. But we'd have to scapegoat someone in the top 6 if we lose. Which, let's be honest, is I gotta be honest though about that potential goal. It would be Mac, and if he wasn't the worst playoff performer, then it would be Mac and somebody else. And honestly, it'd probably be okay. Let's see. JD suggestion: make the playoffs. One prospect in Nashville or Milwaukee under 25 gets an X Factor. One veteran player, age 30 and over, loses an X Factor. I don't mind that one either. I think that's a decent one too. I like that the goals are playoff based because I feel like they should be at this point. Deadline train for a player to the AS scratch for the majority of this season. Player must score at least 15 points for your team for the objective to be met. I'm going to say no to that one. Maybe. Failure for team. Making a trade with that team during the draft. Yeah, I can't do that. Have your 3C play the top line all season long and make the playoffs. I'm going to veto that one too, just because the idea of this season is Macklin has to prove himself. Trade with the Habs for their starting goalie and win a playoff round. I'm not allowed to trade UC Saros. So, for me, it comes down to 2 of the suggestions. So we are going to flip a coin, and it will be heads AJ, tails JD. And JD wins it for goal of the season. So our goal is to, in fact, make the playoffs, which is outright our goal to begin with. It lines up pretty well. But those were the 2 that I liked the most. I thought made the most sense for where we are right now. I do want to optimize yield power play as well. So we're gonna have to do that because we have 3 defensemen who can run a power play on their own. So we got to make sure we get this balanced properly. So in terms of the power play, yeah, Callum Ritchie's on our top power play, which I don't mind, but clearly it has to be Macklin. Has to be. And honestly, we can go with Brady Tkachuk and Victor Arvidsson and just set this up as we have the regular lines. Where the hell was Arvidsson? There he is. Defense, Ekblad, Gostisbehere. I do wonder if having Dougie Hamilton with Ekblad is the right move, or if it's better to split them up. Brusewicz has 85 offensive awareness. Rawlings has thunderclap, though. I think we got to get Damian Rawlings out there to try and develop him. I think we do. So we'll put him with Hamilton. So we will go with Ghost and Ekblad. Let's get Brady Tkachuk in front of goal for obvious reasons. So the distributor of the line should probably be Mac. Like, we want the puck in his hands. Ekblad's listed as the finisher. Get the puck to Ekblad so he can shoot. He does have gold seeing eye. I don't hate that idea, and then have Mac as the puck carrier. It's just kind of funny, the idea of get the puck to your defenseman. Hamilton's 35 or so. Do we have Brady Tkachuk as the finisher? I feel like Ekblad, and then Brady's in front to clean it up. I feel like that's the way to go. Arvidsson's a righty, Ekblad is a lady. We're going to want Ekblad on the right, though. Get the puck, get into a shooting position. So that works for me. We're going to try this to start. I'm not totally sold on it, but we are going to try that to start. Hello, Alexander Ovechkin. And then our second power play unit is going to be Braden Point with Johnny Gaudreau. And Andrei Svechnikov. Rawlings will be with Dougie Hamilton. Has anyone done add an X Factor yet? Not tonight. So Rawlings and Hamilton. We do have a righty in Braden Point, which is good. We can set him up. Get Svechnikov in front. I mean, he's a bigger body. That's a lot of skill for a second power play, man. A lot of skill. Mills throws in add an X Factor. We'll get to that in a minute. Johnny Gaudreau as the distributor. Point or Hamilton. Honestly, let's try to work these power plays through the defensemen to start off. We know these defensemen can put up an absurd amount of points. So we are going to try it. So let's get Dougie there. Braden Point there. That works for me. So our power play has been established. We're feeling all right. I'm not wearing a Bruins jersey at my wedding. I might at some point, but not during the main portion. So somebody on this team is about to get an X Factor. So we are going to be doing pick a number between 1 and 20. We're going to factor in both goalies as well. So between 1 and 20, who's getting this X Factor? Player number 12, oh no, is Oscar Sundqvist. So thanks to Mills, Oscar Sundqvist is going to get an ability. That certainly could have gone a little bit better. But he's the guy. He is the guy. We do have to flip a coin. Heads is gold, tails is silver. It'll be a silver and a number between 1 and 42. Number 35. So a silver number 35. It does make him better trade bait, yes. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 33, 34, 35 is tape to tape. That's a good one. That is a good one. Again, I kind of wish it went to somebody different, but Mills with the X Factor. It earns Oscar Sundqvist silver tape to tape. That should help out the fourth line quite a bit in terms of chemistry. I mean, a +1. Number 69, Oscar Sundqvist. Sweet. Let's get that prediction up. Do we accomplish our goal for the season, which is to make the playoffs? It is the bare minimum of what we are looking to do this season, to say the least. Our final step, while you guys vote on that, is to name our captains Arvidsson and Ekblad are locker room leaders. Arvidsson already has the C. Ekblad with the A. I'm going to leave the captains the way they are. It's Braden Point and Ekblad with Captain Victor Arvidsson. I think I'm good with that. I mean, you could obviously throw out Brady Tkachuk as someone who deserves a letter, or even Shane Gostisbehere, but I feel like that's a good way to kick off this season. It is probably the best this team's ever looked. I mean, it's not quite the rebuilding kind of look that the team has had for the last couple of seasons. A lot less younger talent in the lineups in favor of, you know, veterans that might be able to push us over the edge. So we'll see what happens. Ratings, 86, 81, and a 90. Ekblad still showing up as our highest rated player. Shane Wright on the other side is now a 94, apparently. So shout out to Shane Wright. Damn. Damn. So let's see what happens. It's a new season. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. And we'll see what we're capable of. Again, the goal at bare minimum is to make the playoffs, and really that is what it should be. Anything less than that is an outright failure, and we are 0-4 to start the season. And Damian Rawlings goes down to injury for the first time in his career. Not the hottest of starts at 3-5. Brady Tkachuk just under a point per game. Patrick, what's going on? Saros has not been hot. He has not been very good lately. Gostisbehere, Ekblad could be a little bit better. We'll leave it for now. Oh, F, Marry, Kill. Undertaker, Goldust, Doink. What Doink are we talking about? Because the original's dead. Not much into that. Let's see. Ooh, a fourth line's putting up points. So really, it's just our goaltending. The original, but when he's alive. Well, he was also a major drug addict. But then again, so was Dustin Rhodes at one point. Like, am I allowed to pick what era they're in? Like, am I allowed to say, like, Undertaker in 1995 could get it? Is that what you're looking for? I'm not happy about the way the team's performing. Me either, Victor, so do something about it. Do something about it. Let's see, a 1 or a 2. We roll a 1. I agree, Victor. We're not doing great. We need to improve our team or make a coaching change. Fuck you, Ovechkin. Well, I'm going to promise him something that I'm not going to fulfill. I mean, I don't plan on firing Ovi, but that's not very captainly of you, Victor. Damian Rawlings is back at least. All right, Mr. Susie, let's get you out of there. All right. Ooh. We're in a rough spot right now. Jake, what's going on? How the heck are you? Gonna give Dag a couple more games here. Oh my God, we are surrendering an absurd amount of goals to start this season. Not good. It's not even like Zadorov's been bad as Mishke brings in the sit down. So we'll be losing somebody for a game. I will roll between a 1 and a 19. Number 18, which is our third pair right defenseman. Whoops. So that'll be a 1-game suspension for Henry Brustowicz. Carson Soucy in there for a game. I do wonder what the big issue is with our goaltending struggling so much. Tyler Peddle gets hurt in Milwaukee, but we did win against Columbus at the NHL level. Harry Brewster, very Polish. Yes. Very Polish indeed. I feel like I wasted my points. When? I mean, you didn't use them tonight, unless you're saying you bet on something about winning. Lucas Dragicevic, Hartford Whalers legend. Depth defenseman, 23 years old. Why not bring him in? I'll play him on waivers, that's fine. That'll make the AHL player better. AHL teams better, with a better player. Starting to win a few games here and there. Lose to Vegas, but at least we're not allowing 7 goals and a loss. As we allow 5 to Edmonton. Let's see, a home and home with Anaheim. 3 out of 4 points isn't too bad. Goal is to make the playoffs. Oh, tactics, way too many, my friend. Way too many. Exclamation point rules. That link has all of it. It's a combination of 2 different things. I've had General Series before with a boatload of rules, and then also I have allowed chat to use their channel points to just throw a wrench into the plans. So there's a lot. There is a lot going on at any given time. Do I think the Canucks will ever be good? Yes. Do I think it'll be soon? I'm not sure. All right. We'll just keep running with it. But yeah, the goal for this season is to make the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. Macklin goes down with a sore foot. Bagel, take it easy. Get some sleep. And another 4-3 shootout loss. New York Rangers, 11-0 loss. Holy, maybe Victor Arvidsson's onto something, and we should fire Alex Ovechkin. As I rolled a 1, so I'll have to disagree with them. The Bruins make a deal for a center soon. Bring on Mark Scheifele, baby. 11-0 loss to the New York Rangers. Jesus. What do you mean top center Jonathan Drouin got destroyed? Elias Lindholm I'd be good with too. Man, that is how early is too early to make a change here? Obviously, certain numbers are going to be skewed. Well, I mean, Spenny, Lindholm wants out and is starting to walk at the end of the season anyway, so Calgary would be wise to take something for him instead of losing him for nothing. Svechnikov right now. Injuries on is probably the worst of the rules. I have the injury frequency down enough that it's not a disaster. Let's see, a 1 or a 2. We roll another 1, so I got to agree with him. Oh, God. And let's see, roll a 1 or a 3 or a 2. Landed on a 2. All right, I got to promise Andrei Svechnikov different line mates, which probably isn't going to happen. I'll see what I can do. As we do shut out Colorado. So we bounce back 2 straight wins. I am going to swap Arvidsson and Svechnikov per Svechnikov's wishes. I am still going to run Jonathan Drouin as the center until Macklin's 100%. I learned the hard way not to leave injuries at the fault. Yeah, it can get a little bit rough. Tyler Peddle's healthy in Milwaukee. And Macklin is back. So, Wheels, that's fair. Let's bring Mac back in. Mac, by the way, 16 points in 17 games. He is finally living up to the hype, playing alongside players of a high caliber. At the same time, that's still a little bit scary. The idea that he's not the guy, but has to be surrounded by... Andrei Svechnikov! Get out of my kitchen. I literally put you on a higher line, and you're still complaining? I rolled a 2, so I gotta try to persuade him. You're right. You're damn right I'm right. Shut up! All right. So December 1st is here. Now, technically, December 2nd, we are 10-10-2, which is not great. How was I feeling leading up to my proposal? Fucking excited, dog. No nerves at all. You're feeling like you should, you're feeling like, hey, I should marry this person. You should be excited, not nervous. Oh, goodness. So, yeah, right now, I mean, we're in the playoff mix, but obviously we need to, I would say, start playing up to our full potential. Stoogie from the True North Star. I am not. I am from New England. I was born in Massachusetts, but raised in Maine. Still live here to this day. We have the best offense in the division, but the worst defense and goaltending. We should probably look to make a change about that now, I would say. Not much we can do about UC Saros. Gabriel Daggs barely played. When he has, he's been terrible. Nervous about my parents not being able to keep a secret. That's why you don't tell people like that if they can't keep a secret. Rollins and Brewsterwoods haven't been that bad. It does make me wonder about Zadorov. And if we should look... I'm gonna go see who's out on the trade block right now for other teams. Just to see if there is that shutdown defenseman to play alongside old Douglas Hamilton. Would I rather go on a birthday party with single Tom Brady on his cheat day? It just means we'd eat a bunch of strawberries. Or go to a birthday party with Joe Burrow in Cajun country. I'd rather go eat strawberries with Tom Brady. That old gumbo might kill me. The old jambalaya. That shit might kill me. How spicy they make it down there. Holy shit. Adam Larson? Yeah, he's a right defenseman. Doesn't work. Pittsburgh. Cam Fowler has been dreadful in Wilkes-Barre. Cam Fowler is not really that much of an improvement on who we already have there with Nikita Zadorov. Only Mata's out there. Jake Chikrin, not quite the defensive defenseman that we're hoping for. Nor is Caleb Jones, really. I've never seen that one symbol in all my franchise. What was that? What, the injury symbol? Injured, that explains tactics. Not knowing what the injury symbol is. It's amazing. Oh, that just made my day. I've never seen that symbol in my life. Oh, he's injured. That's a real franchise gamer right there. Playing with injuries off. All right, Gustav Forsling's out there. Do I play games sometimes in my franchise? Typically not. Typically, we leave it up to the AI and we see what happens. Shea Theodore? Man, imagine adding Shea. Like, between Shea Theodore and Dougie Hamilton, would they play defense, though? But that's a hell of an improvement on Nikita Zadorov, to say the least. Rasmus Kapari and Pajot. Josh Morrissey. Josh Morrissey be a better defense? I mean, Josh Morrissey's pretty damn good offensively as well. Will they play defense? No. Will they be better than Zaddy? Probably. Morrissey and Theodore. I watched Sports Gamer highlights with you and said I might say you're meant to be able to, but thank you. I'm excited for NHL 24. I think the games will be fun. We'll see if I end up in Finland again. Rasmus Dahlin. Still on the trade block in Buffalo. Making a boatload of money. Woo. Yes, Samuelson's out there too. Bouncy only to Helsinki for Sports Gamer. So one time in NHL 18 or something like that, if I have injuries pop up in a week and it messed my lines, I never used it again. That's fair. Again, that's why you go to the gameplay sliders and drop injury frequency. It's really weird that affects it, but it does. As I'm sure you know, Tack. I mean, Jesus, you play this game as much as I do, if not more. Which is saying something. Damon Severson does not fit what we're looking at. I mean, Morrissey, Dahlin, Theodore. There are some great options. But man, doesn't it feel like Rasmus Dahlin is the fit in terms of who we would trust defensively. All right, so one more look. Vegas is trying to move Shea Theodore. We have almost fully accurate defense options. He's not very good defensively, but he is an offensive stud. Jesus Christ, imagine a second power play unit of Shea Theodore and Dougie Hamilton. Holy God. What do they want for him? I want to kind of get a scope. Okay, well, Shea Theodore's out. Anaheim has Josh Morrissey on the block. He's a little bit better defensively. What am I upgrading and changing my name to Tugi24 HD? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'd have to go 4K. Morrissey. Ooh, nope. First, second, Svechnikov. That's not happening. So Buffalo with Rasmus Dahlin. We don't know as much about him. Eastern Conference team. What would they want for him? Can't trade Saros yet. I can't trade UC Saros. He's got 2 years left on a no movement clause. So none of them are available. Maybe they'll kind of change their opinions in the future. I hope they do. Because right now we do need a little something here to kind of spark this team a little bit.